somebody is performing very, very well in terms of like in their KPIs, they're exceeding expectations, right?
Yeah.
There's somebody else who meets the KPIs, I guess, but in terms of their attitude, their attitude is felt by the people around them a lot more. Who would you be more likely to like give a promotion to?
Yeah, the person. Well, you say the person is exceeding the KPI. Sorry, when you say
So
that their attitude is being felt around, what do you mean by that?
Their attitude positively uplifts the people in the culture, but their KPIs, so all right. But somebody else, but somebody else, they don't do that, but their KPIs are always met and sometimes even exceeded. What would you?
I don't know if it's black and white like that, but I think so. If you're meeting your KPI, actually exceeding your KPIs, that's gonna push you up for sure. You're gonna be seen for that. You're delivering on what you're asked to do. Probably contributing to the performance of the company. Yes.
Elaborate on the. Explain the KPIs.
Oh, sorry.
Thanks, Mo.
That's
boss. Y'all gotta do a little subtitle.
Right. Key performance indicators. So for example, a certain amount of
sales or something
sales done in a month, or a certain amount of activities done in a month. What say KPIs,
a standard,
right?
You could track how good the job is. Thanks for explaining that to us.
Right. So there's so the measurables, right? Versus the things. So I guess my thing is the things that are measured versus the things that are a bit more difficult to measure.
Yeah. I think, if I am honest and fair, I think the person who displays the better attitude, the willingness to be a part of the team, the willingness to put up the hand when something needs to happen, that's the person that will get the favor.
Because my thing, like I was thinking about it as if I was like at the top of an organization, right? And there's somebody that, same thing that Kofi said about they're giving their best at the time. For whatever it could be. It could be health reasons, it could be family,
station in life, right? Season of life, yeah.
Exactly. But you could tell though that every time that they come to work, though,
they put in the effort.
They put in the effort, and the high performers do 50% better because they're there.
Ooh.
So they are more likely to work longer hours. They're willing to put in the effort because somebody is uplifting their day. However, that person that written on paper, it ain't really there on paper. I will be more likely, because you said the culture is so important, to lean towards them. Now, of course, that will bring up a lot of issues in terms of what is on paper. We have a bias towards. So I can see the person that's on paper that exceeded their targets complaining a little bit.
Yeah, but in that scenario, just given the scenario you just give, like let me say this company has 5 other employees. That's 5 people that perform 15% better.
Yeah.
Just because there's one other person in the room. Like, don't even acknowledge their work.
Right.
These other people doing 15% better.
I guess the challenge. About that is that it's difficult to quantify. Like, I'm only saying 15%, but it's kind of difficult to say, like, look, my presence being at work and the fact that I like check on everybody and see if everybody good and show up to all these staff parties and everybody care about me, whatever. And I encourage employee engagement. It would be difficult to say, like, because of me, there's a little bit of an umph in everybody's step.
You still got to produce, though. You still have to produce a substantive job.
For sure.
Yeah, you still have to produce in a substantive role.
For sure.
But what if I produce, all right, but my presence, like, isn't there a way for, like, isn't there a way that I could show that when I'm not there, or when I'm at a different branch, whatever this hypothetical job is, performance is done at this branch, though. Like, we should be able to track using the same KPI, same metric. We should be able to track that, when I ain't here, shit is different.
I find that a bit difficult to do.
It's not that straightforward, but is the discerning leader to be able to, to acknowledge that.
Yeah.
Right? And depends on the nature of your reward and recognition system. You may have a system where other employees can comment and they may actually acknowledge that this person's contribution is valuable, and that's how you can get to that answer.
And sometimes it's not even anything that you would really like. It could be as simple as I didn't see Paul in the last 3 days. Let me check on Paul. Paul, how you doing? You good? You good? Yeah. How the kids? Everything good?
For real.
That sometimes he may be the only person that did that for you. You know,
that's true.
And that's just I guess sometimes the people who exceed in the things that are like difficult to quantify,
intangibles,
intangibles, sometimes could be the ones that may get the shorter end of the stick at times.
It's possible. In sports, they call it the glue guy. The person who keeps the team together.
Right.
And sometimes you need that. I mean, I think in an organization, you will have a multiplicity of people, or roles, and different people, and the discerning leader will know, okay, this person, and they may be rewarded. They'll probably have their job for a long time, actually. And because the other thing too, not everybody wants to be promoted or to move through the organization. There's some people who are very comfortable to stay where they are and contribute in that role and contribute strongly in that role. And you need to understand that as well. Not everybody wants to be a high flyer.
Thanks for watching the INO podcast, Information, Knowledge, Observation. Be sure to give this video a like and subscribe to our channel. We'll see you soon.